Hello everyone and welcome back to a new trading week. Today I'm gonna go through all the major pairs that I'm gonna take a look at in the coming week. Also, I want to let you guys know that we'll have two major news events for the US dollar this week. On Wednesday, we'll have the FOMC interest rate, followed by the non-farm payrolls on Friday. So I suggest that you guys trade safe this week. Don't get into nasty moves. Better to be safe than sorry. And if you're not sure about your analysis, don't jump in blindly, just hoping to make a quick buck because you can end up losing big in this kind of moves, and especially when there are red news events coming. So, speaking of the dollar, let's have a look at the dollar index. As I was saying last week, the dollar index is making some sort of a range here, which is a messy move. I'm expecting the price to continue ranging before falling down towards this 4-hour demand area. After that, I'm expecting the price to make some sort of a reaction when we'll reach this level, this demand area, and I'm hoping that the price will make a sharp impulse up, followed by a consolidation, and then another impulse. So this, in my opinion, will be a corrective structure. This could get bigger because the impulse that's correcting is this big bearish wave. So I'm expecting the price to stay here for a while and reach these red rectangles that I have drawn on the chart, which are basically supply areas, and I'm expecting the price to fall first and then go back up and test these two zones. This could end up being a bigger move. We can go higher than that, and this could be a correction for downside, or depending on the price action, we can go all the way up again to break the stop. But this is a long shot, so let's take it step by step. So for now, this week I'm expecting the market to push down before the FOMC news, and then maybe a reaction towards the upside. So let's keep an eye on this. Euro USD. Euro USD, as you may know, it's inverted correlated with the dollar index. So basically, it's an inverted pattern. As you can see on the dollar index, we had this ending structure here that's going to the downside, and we have the same one mirrored, flipped. In fact, it's flipped on the Euro USD towards the upside. Right now, we are in a big daily supply area. Last week, I was expecting the price to continue consolidating here, and I was waiting for a sharp move down, followed by a correction, and that would have been my trigger for a sell. So for Euro USD, I'm looking for sells. The price can reach this 4-hour gray area, which is a demand zone. So I'm expecting to see some action here. So maybe the price will continue to move messy, go up, go up, go up, but at some point it has to give us a sign, a sharp drop, if we want to trade the downside. So if it gives us the sharp drop, I'm gonna wait for a pullback, and then I'm gonna go into a sell. For the buys, I won't recommend looking at the buys right now because, as you can see, the trend is very big. We started going up for a while now, so I'm expecting a deeper correction before going back up. So right now, my expectations are that we're gonna go down first before going back up again. So let's wait for this bearish wave to happen. Moving on to dollar yen. Dollar yen, as you all know, in the daily we reach new weekly tops, also daily tops. So if we go to the weekly chart, you can see that it made this new top here, and right now is consolidating. It made a sharp move down, which in my opinion this is a pullback. I'm expecting the price here on the weekly to gather to gather some momentum, make a correction, and then go down one more time. But it's also a possibility that this is all of the correction and will go straight back up. But this is again a long shot, and I don't want to focus on these things for now. Moving on to the daily. On the daily, similar pattern to the dollar index, we had this drop, and now it's making here like an ending structure, and I'm expecting the price at some point to pop out and make a bullish impulse. If this would be a short-term bullish wave and make a consolidation for one more move down, then we will see. We'll have to watch the price action. But for now, I'm expecting some strength in the US dollars in the coming days, weeks. Moving on to the 4-hour chart, I'm expecting the price as I said, I'm expecting the price to, let me draw a trend line for you guys. I'm expecting the price to stay in this area for a while. This could be messy. We don't have any setup here. This could become a range. Go back one more time down, and then afterwards we can see an up wave. So for now, I'm expecting the price to act correctively until the US news on Wednesday, and then maybe we'll get a clear setup. But still, I won't recommend you guys to trade the news. So be careful with this one. But my take on it for the medium term is that we'll sit for a while here in this correction. Maybe we go down one more time before going back up. Let's move on to gold. Last week I was expecting gold to make one more push towards the upside. We were in this zone when I did the analysis in the previous week. I was expecting it to reach this daily um, supply area. So far so good. Right now the gold is making a very messy structure here. So I'm expecting the price to either come back up and then go back down, or if the market breaks the top once more, I'm expecting a drop and then continuation towards the upside. So gold for me would be a no-no this week. It's very manipulated, as we all know. So normally I would expect gold to get towards this level, and then I'm gonna look for a sell towards the 1900 levels, and then we'll see if we'll go back up again or go lower and then back up. But right now this could be moving very messy, and then it can do anything, and we don't want to be caught in this kind of moves. Let's move on to silver. Silver on the daily, it's making a nice structure here. We've reached the top of it inside this channel, and my question is if this is a consolidation underneath the trend line to go for one more push up, or if we'll go back and test these lows here. As you can see, the price here is moving quite messy. So I'm expecting the price. This is a typical typical bull trap, which would cut some traders that want to buy it. Will get cut in the buys, and then the market will drop and take out their stop loss. So for me, I would wait for something here, maybe a drop, and then a consolidation, and then I'm gonna go with the sell. So for silver on the daily, I'm looking for a sell setup. I don't know if it will go. I don't know for sure if it will break this low, but at least I'm expecting a pullback towards this demand area here before going back up. At least, let's see. On the 4-hour, the chart, as I said, is moving inside this area. It's a big sideways move. So this could go back down, come back up here, and then drop. So we have to wait and see. No clear setup for now. I would suggest you guys to stay away from this pair for now. Let's move on to US oil. As you all know, I was expecting last week US oil to make a consolidation and then break the top. It did this consolidation, but instead it went back up but didn't break the stop. So right now what we can see here is that the price is making another correction, maybe one more push towards the downside to come towards this 4-hour demand area before going back up. So I'm expecting the price to correct here a bit and then drop before going back up. I'm not excluding the possibility of the price going slowly up from here and then dropping again. But this depends mostly on the price action. For me to look for buys, I'm gonna wait for the market to reach this level here, and then I'm gonna search for something. Nasdaq. Nasdaq made a new top here on the 4-hour level. We broke the previous top, which was an important area. We broke this top, and right now, depending on the structure, this has two possibilities. Either we will make some sort of a correction here and then go back up, which is the most likely one, because I can see all the indices having a bit more steam in it for the bull run before dropping. Either we'll go here messy to break to test these levels again. I don't know if we'll break the low, but at least to test these areas here. But my take on it is that we'll drop until the FOMC and then shoot back up, and then we'll see the price action. So for Nasdaq, I'm expecting a short-term consolidation followed by a bullish impulse. Let's move on to the crypto market. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is moving very aggressively in an uptrend. I'm waiting for the price here to make a correction and then go for one more push towards the upside. I can see this coming towards these levels here. I can see the market coming up, maybe slowly, messy towards this level before making a sharper pullback. So keep an eye on it. I'm expecting here a consolidation and then another move towards the upside. Moving on to Ether. Ether, as I was expecting last week, the price consolidated, but it didn't break the top. So right now it's making a messy structure itself here. I'm expecting the price to reach this level, maybe break it, come back down here before going back up. But at the same time, considering the fact that Bitcoin is very strong, I'm thinking that this could move towards the upside, but in a messy manner, towards this 4-hour supply area that I highlighted on the chart here, before going back into a pullback, a bigger consolidation to correct this big wave up that started at the beginning of the year. Now let's have a look at Binance Coin. For Binance Coin, I was expecting last week the market to drop. It did, but not as far as I was expecting it to go. I was expecting it at least to test this 4-hour demand area, if not the second one, before going back up. The market instead reached the trend line, and it hovered around it until it made a bullish small local top on the 1 hour 50 minutes here, and right now it looks like it might drop again before going back up. We had a liquidity sweep here and the stop hunt, and that's why I was thinking last week that this might go and make a nice pullback here before going back up. So for now this point is invalid, and I'm waiting for the price to give us a sign. I will look for buy setups in this area, or if it goes down more, I will look for buy setups in this area. If not, if the price continues to go back up because we don't have a clear sign yet for the downside, I will look afterwards and analyze the structure again to see if we can get that push down. But for now, it's looking a bit bearish to me. So yeah, don't forget that this week, like I mentioned in the beginning, we have two major news events on the US dollar, the FOMC on Wednesday and non-farm payrolls on Friday, and the unemployment rate. So keep an eye on the US dollars, but at the same time, don't get yourself in unnecessary trades, because you'll regret it, especially when these kind of news events occur. So trade with care. Protect your funds, and trade only if you are sure about your setup, and please don't risk big, because it will be very messy this week. So see you guys next week. It was a pleasure for me to host this webinar again. See you guys next week, and I hope you have a profitable trading week, and stay safe.